So Emma's kind of a queen bee, and she has her own circle of people. And Mrs. Elton was kind of a queen bee back wherever she came from at Maple Grove. And she is trying to become that here, which is setting Emma's teeth on edge, and she's just not having it. And Jane Fairfax is siding with Mrs. Elton, and Emma doesn't understand it. And so Mrs. Weston was like, well, maybe she's just doing it to get away from Miss Bates, because Miss Bates, as I said, I hate the chapters where she's in because she just goes on and on and on and on. And we have these paragraphs that run for a page and a half where it's like this non-stop talking. And so, that can be tiresome, and that could be something that you'd want to get away from. Additionally, another good reason is that Mrs. Elton is saying that she's trying to help Jane Fairfax. Now, Emma views this as condescending. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe Mrs. Elton is sincere in her wishes to help out Jane Fairfax. And you have this weird sort of situation where you have Emma and Harriet, where Harriet is Emma's protege. And now Jane Fairfax is Mrs. Elton's protege. So you have these strong parallels, which is yet another reason why Emma doesn't like Mrs. Elton.
What's a protege?
A protege, Lolly, is a sort of sidekick. It is someone who learns from you. It's very much Robin to Batman. So Robin is Batman's protege, where Batman is the leader of the two, and he teaches and instructs and leads Robin. Now, it's a sidekick. It's an understudy. It is someone who you are molding into yourself. It's a mentor. It's a mentor. It's a fancy French word for mentor.
No, protege is the person being mentored.
Sorry, you're right. Mentee. Mentorship, yes. You have the mentor, you have the protege. So protege is a fancy French word for mentee. But you typically don't use the word mentee. But you have the protege who is learning from the mentor. Trainee, apprentice. Thank you very much, Lolly.
Thank you.
I need to read my thesaurus more. Anyway, so you have these parallels of proteges. And so you have, as I said, Emma is a queen bee. And Mrs. Elton is trying to become a queen bee, may have been a queen bee. And let me tell you a little bit about bees. So you have honeybees, and honeybees are nice and social. And in a honeybee nest, you have one queen. Hive. In a honeybee hive, yes, wasps have nests, honeybees have hives. In a honeybee hive, you have one queen, a few drones, which are males who service the queen and help the queen make little baby bees, and a bunch of workers. And the workers go out and they bring in food to the queen. And they bring in food to the nest, and they take care of the little baby larva, and they do all of the work. But the queen runs things, and the queen makes baby bees. And when the queen eventually dies, the workers take a substance called royal jelly, which is kind of like super honey, and they feed it to 4 or 5 incubating baby bees. And these 4 or 5 baby bees will become queens. And the first thing the queen does, the first queen to hatch, the first thing that she does is she goes and she kills all of the others. And it is nasty and it is brutal. Sometimes you have 2 bees and one escapes and leaves and takes other bees with it, and that's how a hive splits. But often it is just one bee, one queen bee, killing off mercilessly all of the others. And that is one of the reasons why the term queen bee is used. Usually it's because you think of, oh, here you have the queen bee surrounded by all of the workers, and the workers are the females. The worker bees are female bees, but they are sterile and they don't make little bees. So, but they're female and they go and do all of the work. And so you have the queen bee and you have all of her workers. And so people use the term queen bee for people like Emma because here she is surrounded by all of her friends, and everyone's like, oh, Miss Woodhouse, you're so wonderful. Oh, Miss Woodhouse, you're so talented. Oh, Miss Woodhouse, you throw the most wonderful parties. Oh, Miss Woodhouse, we are so delighted that you would come and visit us. Yeah. And now Mrs. Elton is like, oh, yes, not kissing up to Emma, not bowing to the queen bee. So, yeah, we'll see how this one goes.